Welcome everyone and welcome to this Yin Yoga class. I'm Federica, I will be your teacher for today. We are in a very special setting. This class will be held in the nature, and the intention of the class of today is really to sort of learn what nature actually teaches us every day. So one of the drivers of the yoga philosophy is Ishvara. That means being able to surrender. Surrender to what? Surrender to something that is bigger than us, because sometimes we want to control everything. So the ceiling is the sky, the ground is the mountain, and we can learn from nature to really surrender and let go. So before starting, I would like to ask if there is anyone that has specific injuries that I should be aware of. Fine. So if not, are you okay in adjustment in case I need to come close? If I touch you, it's okay. Perfect. Then we can start. Let's take a moment to arrive on the mat, close our eyes, and start to breathe. We have this very light breeze today, helping us to enter in the class. Just breathe naturally. Try to arrive to the mat and to really be present to yourself. This is a moment for you to reconnect to yourself, to your body as well. As I mentioned, the intention of today is Ishvara, so surrender. So I invite you in this moment to put your hands in a prayer mode in front of your heart. And start breathing naturally. Try to reconnect with your heartbeat. Sometimes we forget that we have this muscle, which is our heart, that makes us alive. Every inhalation, feel the air coming inside, nourishing. And let's start with the first breathing, which requires us to inhale from the belly, so we can put our right hand on the belly. You can also open your eyes, and the left arm on the chest, the hand on the chest. So in this breathing technique, we are going to inhalate first from the belly, then the ribs, and then arriving to the collarbone, and then inhaling starting from the collarbone, ribs. You see, with the hands you can help yourself to really feel this movement. Belly, ribs, second and third, collarbone, and exhale through your nose. 3, 2, 1. Now you can do it by yourself at your pace. Inhale, belly, collarbone, exhale, collarbone, ribs, and then belly. This is the first activation of our vagus nerve. It's a way to really communicate to our body, to our parasympathetic system, to activate the part of ourself that we often forget. So the last breath, then we can exhale through the mouth with the home. So together, belly, 3, ribs, 2, and 1, collarbone. Exhale. Inhale, belly, ribs, collarbone, and down, collarbone, ribs, belly. The last one, we are going to do an Om. Inhale from the belly, ribs and collarbone, and exhale, Om. Nice. Now we can release our hand on the knee and we are ready to start our practice. So the first asana of today is going to be Balasana, child pose. So we are going to go on our knee this way. Remember that in Yin Yoga, we are going to reach the edge of the posture. That means that we want to reach a sort of tension, but don't want to be in pain. So there are many props here that are needed in case we need the support, because the goal is to be still at least 3 minutes in these asanas. So for a child pose, we are going to open our knee. Can be the mat wide or even less if you have pain on the knee. So feel free to really adjust. And then we have to really bend forward on the mat. You can use a prop to put under the seat bones in case you feel that you are not comfortable. And you can use the pillow, because we are going to stay there for at least 3 minutes to put your head. You can be this way, you can go on the right side, on the left side. Feel free to find your position. And our hands can be going forward. Every day is different, so just find your position. Try to release the tension here. Relax the shoulder, relax the face muscle, and just breathe. Sometimes we want to hold everything in our life. This pose is inviting us to behold by the mountain, by the ground. This is called child pose, because often child are also the one teaching us that we don't have to run after everything. Sometimes we can just sit and behold by nature, by the ground. We are enough. invite you to think about your own intention for this class of surrender. I surrender. I am enough. I let go. Something that resonates to you in this moment of your life. Continue breathing here. Now, little by little, helping yourself with your hands. Very slowly, put your hands on the mat and raise your chest and then your face. You can come up with your chest. Remove the pillow. If you need to release the legs for a moment, you can also do it. Because the next pose is going to be as well on the knee. So, especially if you have pain or if you feel that the legs were in tension, just feel free to release for a moment. Nice. So, the next asana is called recline hero. We come on our knee. They can be hip wide open. And in this case, we're going to go. Let's come on top of the mat, because we're going to go down with the chest. So you can help yourself depending on how much you feel uncomfortable, especially on the low back. So feel free to use the props. For me, for example, I will start putting 2 of them. I can come to help you. And the idea is to go down little by little to open the psoas and the chest and release in this way. So I'm coming to help you. You want to try with 1 or with 2? Okay. Yes, no problem. Go slowly down. Perfect. Nice. Release the shoulder. Nice. And open the palm. Remember, in any moment, you can adjust the position. We have to reach the edge, but we don't want pain, so nice. This pose is going to work on opening our chest, but also offering to the universe our vulnerability. Maybe we feel a bit of tension on the quadriceps. That's normal. Let's try to breathe in the part of the body that we feel more tension. Remember, Yin Yoga is to really activate the parasympathetic system, and we are learning from nature to let go the control. The reaction of the body is the body trying to control. Nice. We are now working on a couple of meridians that are related to the intestine, to the stomach, which we often recall to be the place where all the anxiety, the grief try to be stuck. Through our breath, let's try to release all this tension that often we accumulate because we are really not surrendering. Couple of breaths here. Remember, it's also important how to leave the asana. So to go out from this asana, help yourself, move the hands, point the palm on the ground, and little by little, and vertebra by vertebra, try to come up. Be careful because you might have some pain, some tension. So again, we can remove our props. Find a moment to release the legs. Feel free to do any movement that your body needs to do. Are you okay? Are you okay? Perfect. Okay, the next pose is gonna be trade the needles. We're going to be in tabletop. So we start with this position with our shoulders, with our hands the same line of the shoulder. We're going to rise our right hand to the top, a big opening, and then we thread the needles. So we're going to put our hand under the left arm And we try to go down slowly, slowly, slowly. So we want to have our hips up and to release the shoulders down. The left arm, if you feel comfortable, it can go up to feel the stretch of the back in a deeper way. Or if you don't feel you can today, you can also stay here. Let me just check you. That's perfect. Can I? Yes. So inhale, exhale, and just a little bit backward. Perfect. Yes. So the hips are in line with the knee. This is a very profound stretch for the spine. So here, try to really abandon your shoulder to the floor. Breathe here. And now, little by little, helping yourself with the left hands, try to come up. So point your right hand on the mat and try to come in tabletop position. Again here, if there is any movements that your spine needs to do, feel free to do it. Also a cat cow or just moving with your spine, it's fine. We're gonna go on the other side now. So from this position, oops, we raise our left arm now and we thread the needle under the right arm. So this is a torsion, and it's a moment that we're also teaching the body to release the things that were thoughts that are difficult to let go. It's like purifying our body. Ishvara is it's an invitation of also stop overthinking things that we are not able to process, and just let them go. Things that we don't understand. We don't need to understand everything. And now, little by little, help yourself with the right hand in this case on the mat. Raise your chest and come in tabletop position. And now the next asana is gonna be on the belly, on the floor, on the mat, so we can go down and just have a moment to reconnect with our body and feel if there is any difference. And think about our intention of today, Ishvara. Nice. This was also a little moment to release possible tension that we accumulated on the back during the previous asanas. And it's going to be preparing for the next asana, which is Sphinx. So we are already belly on the mat. We put our elbow in line with the shoulder, so close to the chest. And we rise as much as possible our chest. Here I give you a possibility to start just rising the chest as much as possible. But also, if you feel that you can reach your stillness in a better way, you can also use the block to hold you. Because what is important here is that we really gently rise the chest. So we want to be up. This is an offering of our heart to the sky. Be sure to have your feet together, and like a sphinx, enjoy this moment of opening. Today we have the sun that is almost leaving, but we can still feel it. So today we are in a journey. We start talking about our vulnerability, but now we want to embrace the trust. So we want to open our shoulder. We want to open the chest to face whatever is going to happen in our life, because we trust and we surrender. Be sure that your shoulders are far from your ears. Possibly relaxed. But you can feel that you need also your strength to trust. Breathe. Very nice. Now, little by little, you can go down as we were before. Find a moment to release any tension that you might have in this past pose. Nice. So we are now working on opening of the heart. So we're going to go in tabletop position again. And we're gonna do Anahata Asana, which is the peak position for heart opening. So we're gonna be, in this case, like we were in thread the needle. So the hips in line with the knee. And we try to look, to reach forward with our hands in order to go completely down with the chest. This is an opening of the shoulder and the chest. So in case you feel that today you need to have a support because you are not comfortable reaching with the chest the mat, you can use a pillow. There is also this other pillow. Feel free to really adjust. You can also try to see if you feel comfortable or not. The most important part of this asana is that we want to open our chest. So I'll try without. I'll go to see you because sometimes the shoulder gets a bit. Perfect. Yeah, relax. Here, try to relax the shoulder and just open the chest. breathe. And let go. In this pose, we are working also on our lung meridians. In the lungs, often we accumulate little moment of anxiety that can stop us, our life. So let's try to surrender also on these thoughts that can bring us to be anxious. Try to abandon yourself more and more. The ground is holding you. A couple of breaths here. And then to leave this position, help yourself with your hands first. And little by little, slowly, help yourself and your vertebra to come up. Maybe if you need to move a bit your ankle. So for the next position, we're going to sit. And we're going to do a small sustained inversion, which is called waterfall. So we're going to put the block under our sacrum and rise our legs to the sky in this case. So go down, take the block and place it exactly under the sacrum, not on the hips, the sacrum, and rise your legs slowly. Okay. Possibly, I invite you to have your palm facing the sky, because this pose is specifically called waterfall, because we are receiving. Sometimes we think that we need to work on things. We forget that we are here also to receive, to be surprised when we surrender, when we let go the control. And in this position, we are working on our kidney that often are accumulating all the fatigue, all the stress, all the effort. So a couple of breaths here. And little by little, you can bend your legs on the knee and slowly put your feet on the mat and remove the block. Nice. So for the last asana, which is gonna be recline, butterfly, we need to put the sole of our feet together in this way. Perfect. Support your knee with the pillow because the knee cannot be without a support. Nice. Feel free to decide which is the distance that you want to have. Of course, the more you're going to the mat, the, let's say, the less tension you will see and feel. Try to find your way. And then release also your arm, palm facing the sky. And enjoy this moment. This pose that is exactly the representation of Ishvara, the theme of today. Think about your life. Think where do I need Ishvara in my life? Where do I need to surrender, to let go, and also to be open as we are now in this moment? We left our knee on the ground. Mother Earth is holding us. We did a journey today. We started with asanas that reminded us that we can be safe, that we can be vulnerable, but still safe. That sometimes we forget to open our heart, open our life to something different that was not planned. We learn from nature that sky is the limit and that earth is always here, holding us. The clouds come and go. And we can let go the clouds of our life. The sun is always there. Try to reconnect with your own intention at the beginning of the class. And try to see if something has changed. And from this pose, you can remove the support little by little. And we are gonna go in Savasana. So you can release your legs on the mat with the feet rotating externally, palm facing the sky, completely relax and close your eyes. Reconnect with your natural breath. Repeating to yourself, my feet are relaxed. My ankles are relaxed. My calves are relaxed. My arm strings are relaxed. All my legs are relaxed. My hips are relaxed. My belly is relaxed. My chest is relaxed. My shoulders are relaxed. My arms are relaxed. My fingers are relaxed. My neck is relaxed. My face is relaxed. My eyes are relaxed. My nose is relaxed. My lips are relaxed. And now very slowly try to move the fingers of your hands, the fingers of your feet. Feel free to stretch also your arms above your head if you feel the need of doing this. And at your peace, you can rotate on your left and help yourself with your left arm to come up and come in Shukrasana. In this position, you can maintain your eyes closed for a moment and just breathe here. Before closing the practice, I would like to invite you to do a last uh, breathing technique with me, which is called Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana. So we are going to put the first and the second finger between the eyebrow, and with exactly, and with the thumb and the pinky, we're going to basically open and close our nostrils. So we start closing the left side, inhaling through the right, closing the right with the thumb, and exhaling with the left. And again, inhaling with the left, closing with the pinky, and exhaling with the right. And then inhaling again, closing and exhaling through the left. Inhaling through the left, closing with the pinky, exhaling to the right. We do it for 5 breaths. Closing, left. Inhaling with the left, closing left nostril, exhaling to the right. Inhaling to the right, exhaling to the left. Inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. Inhaling to the right, inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. Now you can release your hands on the knee. Let's put them in prayer mode in front of our heart. We're going to do the last breath, and we're going to conclude with the Om. So the inhalation through the belly, ribs, and collarbone, and we exhale with Om. 1, 2, 3. Om. Thank you for joining this class. Namaste.